I'm doing a slightly different version of a run that I previously did. So I'm using all five orbs. And wow, I actually got a good slime. Okay, that is very impressive. 5 orbs, which is specifically all of the common and uncommon sliming orbs. And as opposed to last time when I did it, they're all going to be level 3 for the entire run. I think that's just pretty important because before there were definitely some orbs that I felt like I didn't need to upgrade because I just discarded them constantly. And the whole point of this run is to use each orb, which is why I want to start off with them upgraded. Now, it seems like this run I also managed to actually hit the a good slime, which is going to make a massive impact this run. It's going to be quite good. Now, you might be asking why exactly I decided to only do the common and uncommon slimy orbs. Uh, it's very simple, really. I think that, oh, excluding Splatter, I guess. Excluding Splatter, there are like two insanely good slimy orbs, and they're both the ones that heal, which also just happen to be. Um, does that work? Yeah, perfect. The rare orbs. So I'm deciding not to start off with the rare orbs, which are of course Ballm and Potion Ball. They're absolutely amazing orbs, which I find myself using an awful lot. The main goal of this run is to use orbs which I otherwise wouldn't normally use. Last run, I believe, last time I did this, I found pretty good use out of the Kill Hazard, the Double Trouble as well. Sorry, Two's Company was also pretty good, and I think Generator was fine. Obliviation had its uses, but for the most part, I kind of didn't really use it that well. But yeah, the upgrading we've got going on from the a good slime is incredibly noticeable. 81, wow. Also means the poison is just absolutely smashing through them. So usual custom orb rules, I'm not allowed to add any orbs or remove any of the orbs that I have in my deck. 12 damage for 50 gold, I'll take it. I would like to go left here just for more gold. Thank you. Oh, not just more gold, actually, an elite. Wow, unfortunate, but oh well. I did not get a bomb, okay. Extremely unfortunate, shall we say. I lose health. Now, poison damage isn't going to work out. I do require a bomb hit. It can take care of one of them, but not both. So yeah. We're going to need a shot like this, which was pretty incredible, wasn't it? Absolutely amazing. Now let's just slow down the fight a bit, make sure that my navigation is open. It's now open. Oh, sorry, it's probably now open. We can finish up the fight. There's the potion board. I was considering at the start of this run whether or not I should be allowed to add potion board and Ballm to my deck, even though I didn't start off with them. The answer's no. As I said, they're just going to warp this run drastically, and that's exactly what I'm not here for. So remove an orb, we will pay that price, say goodbye to the terrible. One more orb and removal, and then we always shoot an orb that we want. Presuming that we don't take the boss passive that removes that, which I don't see why we would, to be honest. I mean, it's really not ideal for a slime-based game plan, especially not when all of the orbs in my deck are affected by Spin Mode Functionality. Like, yeah, I'll happily admit that it's not bad, because of course the all of the slime orbs have really low base damage, but I don't think it's it. I really don't. Alright, one shot, one kill. We're just chopping through them. Nice. Okay, cool. Now let's work on you. I believe we should be able to get a kill on him quite quickly. Yep. Nice. Let's get this amazing bounce shot. Okay. Not quite the shot that I was aiming for, but it got the kill, so that's all I wanted from it. This is when he dies now. Awesome. Lovely stuff. And now we can get in here again. Nice. I always love the shots where you get in there. So much gold to be claimed there. I'll just shoot the horrible because otherwise he'll just die of poison. And I do want to collect slightly more cash. Activator. You can do some incredible things with Activator, that's for sure. I think I'll take the bag of orange pegs. Seems decent enough here. I think a shot like that should just, yeah, work. Fresh bandana for this run. I like it. Now we are going to the store. I don't actually require the remove, which is really nice. Getting that, I see. Yeah, no, I forgot that there was one of them specifically, and only one of them specifically, that will apply to the first peg hit. That's actually really unfortunate. I really didn't want that peg slime. I was trying to pop it so that I wouldn't get it, but yeah, no, that was... I think it was a good change overall, but I just forgot about it. Alright, let's get my poison going. After all, it can just deal so much damage. So, like, I just discard here and then his health just... yeah, poof. Poof. 219 gold. I still won't be... yeah, sure, let's take Bessie's Hedge. I still won't get to the breakpoint for Crucible 18, so I don't care about it too much. Let's do a shot like that. It's slightly risky, but yeah. We can afford to lose a tiny bit of health. I guess we actually don't have that much else to play around with, do I? Okay, this passive for slime runs is actually just insane. It's so easy to hit pegs in post navigation. Now I definitely want you to, and can't pick you up. Okay, it's only too easy to find another slimy orb, right? Even if I do get a force removal, I should just be able to fix it real easy. Alright, not ideal. We do get the Alleviation immediately though, which is actually very solid. And the Betsy's Hedge does really help out, doesn't it? Now my crits are just extremely solid. Sorry, my crits are just extremely solid, and so my non-crits. Alright, I only take one hit. Oh, unfortunate. If I could get the Ballm here, that would be amazing, but most likely I won't. This Ballm is very hard to hit. I see. I'll take back what I was saying then. It's very hard to double hit, but seems like I managed it. Right, yes, naturally. Peg bag. Cool. I always appreciate having more refreshes. I probably could have greeted some more health there. I think we should just be fine for this fight though. We should simply have the damage. Yep. We're getting there. Double damage slime here, aiming here every single shot now is actually really, really good. I do have the egg I could potentially shoot. I probably won't be shooting it, but I could potentially shoot it if I wished, so that's cool. Wait, those are some random... oh my god, that's an interesting interaction that I never knew. Apparently this guy slimes pegs, so they count for my good slime procs. That's awesome. Never noticed that. Okay. It's a lot scarier now because still have a lot of health left to go through, don't I? But I believe that I do just have solid enough damage per turn that, yeah, it's not going to be an issue. Absolutely not. Now, we do have Glorious Suffering, so I think I will just take it, just because it... actually... no, it just works... yeah. Stuff like Poison Slime, it just works really well with, doesn't it? Also, it just gives us this fight for free. Also, it's just amazing. It's like, it's just good all around. Like, it is certainly not ideal in some spots, but there are some spots where it's absolutely going to be amazing. I believe this is simply just one of those. Oh, also, one of the other things that make it just so good here is the egg. No store? You want me to do no store? Sure, I can do no store. Alright, that still deals damage, nice. Good, I needed that. Nice. Oh wait, the threshold wasn't the Legation, what was it? I don't know. Now, I do actually have a choice here, because of course, if I do decide to go this, there's 4 still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's actually 3, not 4, because technically we don't count this one, because I'm always going to that one. I think. No, I don't think I need to go to stores, so yeah. Let's just get my targeting set up, because this is going to be a bit of an annoying fight, isn't it? Now, let's see how quickly we can get up a lethal amount of damage. Sooner the better, that's for sure. Just need to make sure that I'm killing in every hit. So as to not lose too much health, because lose health is exactly what I'm going to do. The damage reduction here is actually pretty amazing, it just gives me a free shot. I do like that a lot, honestly. Yeah, very cool there. Then of course this does not get a kill, oh no! Well, we've got to make magic happen here, don't we? Get me some slimes for my reload. Otherwise I do just die, which would be unfortunate, but I do believe that I should just be able to, yep, through the power of pinging, just get through all of them. Now let's see how much healing I can get here. In a perfect world, I get basically a heal's worth, which is, that's decent. Okay, bit of an interesting fight here. We have a render slime as well. Let's get hitting things, I guess. We need our Peglin upgraded ASAP, don't we? The Alleviation certainly is very nice here, though. It's just a shot where I take no damage. I'm definitely seeing the truth of Alleviation here. It's working out. I don't even have multi-ball to work with it as well, actually. That is pretty impressive, I guess. Certainly can't be understated what it's doing. It's a TP here, but I have a bomb. Perfect. Because I just can't afford to be wasting my damage on that guy. Alright, a whole chunk of poison damage here. We'll see how much it is. I do kind of desperately need to shoot the egg, don't I? I would love to get a cake, though. It would just, like, solve this run, really. Really just solve the run, wouldn't it? Yeah. Because I am, of course, struggling quite a decent chunk here. There are some Area 2 fights which are rather brutal to get, and I've been getting. And there are more Area 2 fights which are rather brutal to get, and I could be getting them. And I'm kind of scared of that quite a lot. So, of course, I'm going to conquer my fears by going to this elite. It's always a great idea, of course. Oh, okay. I mean, this should be the one boss where we can actually, like, spend time, scale up, which is exactly what I need time to do. Well, I probably should have discarded the Alleviation. Not exactly ideal in this kind of scenario. Definitely we want more, like, Truth Company, Poison, Generator Orb. Spider as well, I guess, yeah, sure. We just want to be getting solid damage each time. Not like that, really. Nice. Yeah, like the 99 damage per poison definitely matters. Definitely matters. And hopefully this just finishes him off here. I missed the shot. I see. That's on me. Oh, looks like I made it anyway. Just in time. I'm not greeting. Cool counterfeit crits. Gives us a bit more damage, actually. It's actually really good. You know what else is really good? That's exactly what I was hoping for. Good, because my health was much lower than I would have liked. Mimic. I don't know how I know these things. It's just different. It is. Oh, let's get upgrading. It shouldn't be too bad of a fight, and I do appreciate the extra passive depending on what it is. Yet again, I take a shot, and I do a slightly different shot from what I'm being told I would do. Yeah, slightly different. 10. Turns out just aiming at this peg constantly is a pretty damn good idea. Oh yeah, that just worked out. We just slammed our way through this fight, and he has just died. Simple as that. That's a wood chicken. Last time I checked, wood chicken is pretty exceptional here, so yeah, we'll just take it. Great, more healing. I just like need as much max health as I can get right now. Let's Alleviation first is nice. It's basically a free shot, and you're not always going to want free shots. Usually you want to do something proactive. But if you can't do something proactive, then taking a free shot is pretty good, especially when you're getting future upgrades. It's one of the reasons why I like the Orbust so much. I do think that overall the Orbust is still better than the Alleviation though. I honestly am, just gonna do that. Because I believe I should be able to get enough poison to where I'm just killing these guys in one poison strike. Yeah. And I just want them to be dying to that straight up. You need to stop. This is exactly why I wanted their health so much, because I need it. These guys will just absolutely drain all of my HP. There is none left. 41. Good news is, there's only one more elite in front of me. No, I don't need a heal. Okay, it's sliming. I wasn't really considering what passive was best. I was just wanted to take more Sliming. If in doubt, I will try and take Sliming for this run. It's just what I'm going to be trying to do. The Refresh Shiv also is not exactly necessary, actually. I'm pretty happy with my choice. Also, some amazing healing there. Very happy with that. Okay, that passive was... just kiss. That was absolutely beautiful there. Shield made sure. Let's get upgrading. Yeah. Prime Rod is exactly the kind of passive that we're looking for here. First shot, it's not active, but it's active basically from that point onwards. Which is really, really good for us because we needed Pierce, and our first shot was usually going to be pretty bad anyway. So we're not really losing out on much there, are we? But yeah, having access to the healing slimes now is very good. Our run was quite notably extremely weak just because we didn't have the healing slimes. But now we do, and that's a whole lot of poison damage. You were just, yeah, eating the poison damage, aren't you? Wow. Cool. And I'm at full health. Oh my god, that's beautiful. You know what else is beautiful? That passive right there. Yeah, I was not expecting to be at full health entering Area 3, but I'll take it. Duplicate a random mob. Very unfortunate, and... Alleviation, sure. I will be removing that Alleviation from my deck as well. It's really unfortunate, yeah. Let's just get upgrading. I guess I should be aiming as much towards refreshes as I can. Just because, oh my god, wow. I mean, I've been constantly impressed with just how much damage Glorious Suffering is doing early on, and it seems like this run is no exception. It's just dealing so much more damage than I'm expecting. Like, this is such incredible damage for what's meant to be a scaling passive. This is meant to be a scaling passive, by the way. Like, damn. Right, I know that you can't out-tank his hit from any source, but I've never actually tried out-tanking it via Alleviation. No, that's just impossible. You can't get... You can't get him up. Yeah. I mean, this... What if you... Honestly, I presume even if you have Seraphim's Shield, he still kills you. That's what my presumption is. I will just shoot this, yes. Bye-bye. I don't want it. Actually, he is getting mildly close. If someone talking about how much damage they were doing early on, I'm not doing the best job of killing him in a fast time frame, am I? He's just still here. And I should probably make him disappear. I think that would be very beneficial for my health right now. And yeah, looks like he will just disappear here. Lovely. Yeah, so much damage so fast from that boss passive is actually just so good. Let's potentially not do that, shall we? Heavy hand, sure. Dance is extremely good. Sorry, not dance. What's it? The multi-tap. Oh my god. No, this is a pretty... No, this is not a pretty brutal fight. This is an insanely hard fight for us. This is not going to be fun at all. We'll see what we can do, but like, man, we are just about to take a beating, aren't we? I can keep hitting my refreshes. We're in a much better spot. But, this is not good, Chief. Very not good. Alright, there we go. One down. I just need to be getting kills on them because, that way they're not getting them into the boss. And I am just going to implode the second he reaches me, aren't I? Okay, that shot was pretty amazing. I need to shoot over here. Claim some refreshes. Oh, I did not claim any refreshes. Let's try that again then, shall we? Much better. Good, now I can shoot over here where all my damage upgrades are. And I believe because this shot is dense, yeah, perfect. I mean, look, this is an absolutely terrifying fight. We're lucky we have healing. Oh yes, I also am just not including Slime Sector as a part of this deal. Because then you have to deal with the whole question of, oh, so am I allowed to pick up assemble pieces? And I don't want the answer to be yes, so I'd rather just exclude it as a whole. Oh, I forgot, yeah, nice, we can have our post-navigation shot speed dense, which just gives you literally infinite healing. There are so many insane combos with this super boots, it's actually just insane. Also, just like, you can go on fires now, which is amazing. So many insane combos though. Okay, let's get upgrading. I was not expecting to kill first shot, I'm gonna be honest. I really was not. I guess that's dense for you. It actually has just very good synergy with what we're trying to achieve here, and I was quite happy to see it. Of course, there are other passives I prefer, just because that way we can get like more slimy on the board in particular. There's a Ballm. I'm not taking it though. But it works out exceptionally well here. The downside can be a bit tough to handle on some maps though. That's what I was really worried about for the previous map as well. I do want damage reduction actually, because this is not... I get the distinct feeling they're going to explode actually. This is not an ideal fight for us. Luckily that was an absolutely insane shot, which will very much turn around the course of the fight for us. Yeah, nice. Without that shot, I know why that I was fine last time. This time for sure, it does feel pretty terrifying of a fight. I feel like that could have gone very south very fast. There we go. The dense shots just pack such a massive punch. Nice. Healing is most certainly required. I was just about to say healing's not required, but I forgot about all of the self-damage I took. It was a lot. Okay, this should be fine. I do need to make sure that I'm getting good healing though again, because it's distinctly incredibly easy to lose a whole lot of health. Not quite as much alleviation as I would like. Still haven't removed that thing from my deck. Alright, perfect. This should be a great shot. Nice. Now go again. And now do this. That works. Let's just hit that healing slime a whole bunch, thank you very much. It's definitely one of the more efficient ways to get my healing done. I love having the Bessie's Edge. It's actually giving me so much damage. It's beautiful. Alright, now we have a lot of post-combat healing available to us. Yep, perfect. Perfect. As long as we can bounce back from whatever hits we can take, then we can handle Area 3, because Area 3 has so much to offer us. That is, of course, so much damage to offer us, because damn, it will just absolutely smash a hole through you. Luckily, we're doing that first. Does not mean that these guys are not going to try. And they are going to succeed at stacking up a lot of damage, that's for sure. Let's do a shot like this, see how much damage this can pull off in a very short period of time, mind you, as well. I'd love to see that, eh? Nice. Oh yeah, look at that perfectly timed poison. Yeah, no, the poison is definitely doing well this run, isn't it? I'm quite pleased with how it's going. I'm just gonna let poison almost do all of the work. Well, this is definitely a run where I would 100% be picking up the old gems. If I taken the Adventurous Backpack, I would pick up multiple of them. But if I wasn't doing a custom orb run. Because it's a custom orb run though, I will just be sticking to the ones in my deck. Result Totem, I'm going to be pressing that button. When I can, I don't really have many more fights I can press the button for. Close. That was my dense shot because I was just doubled. Ooh, I like that. Just because now I'm not forced to remove the Bleavation from my deck. I still will because I don't want it in my deck, as I've been saying, but it's no longer forced. Let's just pull off a cool shot like this. See if we can hit any other refreshes as well. It seems like that is not the case. Yeah, this was always going to be a bit of a messy fight for us. I do have a plan in mind though for my Twoo's company. Since of course the first shot on Twoo's company is guaranteed to get a slime. So let's make it this one. Not quite as grand as I wanted. Oh man, it's so much damage. Oh, let's just shred him. Pretty much. Yep, scary, very scary. Now let's press some buttons because I can't deal with another ghost right now. I absolutely cannot. Who's the boss? Sure. Okay, This is actually the perfect opportunity to get some Flying Sapper enemy XP because, as I said last video, I'm insanely low on my XP for them. Alright, yeah, nice. Let's just keep that up, shall we? I say as I proceed to then not shoot into it. Alright, let's keep it up this time for real. Oh, that's why, because of course it changes between dense and not dense. Okay. That actually wasn't on me then. Nice. I like to know that I'm not responsible for my mistakes. Really insane damage as well. I mean, it makes sense. I'm bouncing on a bunch of plus 100 pegs. Nice, and then something like that, just to top me up a bit. Oh, that's a round guard. Nice. That should be amazing. Let's get rid of this alleviation. I believe I don't have another event. No. No, there we go. Don't have another event. Perfect. No way, it's a forced removal, right? There actually is one. No, I can't get that forced removal event because that requires me to have unupgraded orbs in my deck, I believe. Not fully sure on that, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, some very good shots. Much better than last time, that's for sure. And also this one matters a whole lot more, so I'm happy that it's much better than last time because it needs to be. Oh, look at how good this fight was. So much cleaner than last time. Short stack choke mod. I do love the idea of choke mod here. I know that I'm playing Spinventa, so like, it's not exactly the best Spinfection class ever, but I can do some fun stuff here, I'm hoping. Always check behind the waterfall, and wow, it's exactly what the kind of passive I was hoping for. Alright, now let's just get our upgrading happening. It looks like this generator has done a pretty amazing job, doesn't it? Lovely. Now I don't quite yet have the PS active yet, but I will have it on my second shot. And for a lot of shots after that. So let's just hope they are also actually good shots. Unlike what that was. As much as I will, of course, try and collect Flying Sapper XP where possible, I also want to win. And this is actually a challenging fight. You know, it is Crucible 20. I do have to deal with the board coming fully back. Do we have Prime Rod this shot? I need to pay attention. Yeah, we do. Okay. So I need to make sure that I'm in a good enough position if I am going to be chasing XP. Because my Prime Rod will run out eventually. And that is not good. Oh, speaking of not good as well. Oh, there we go. It's already back. I see. Now I can target you. Let's target you. Since I believe I will then lock on to the... Oh wait, no, he's dead. Perfect. No card, unfortunate. Let's, I do have Prime Rod this shot though. I do have Prime Rod this shot show up. I'll do the correct shot then. There's a lot more enemies have spawned since then, and I do actually need to get through them. I think having more poison might be a good way to do that, because doing it normally is going to take a lot of time. I'm not sure how much time left I have in this fight. Because he's getting way slower than I thought. He is getting so much slower than I thought. I believe this damage is fully wasted though, yep. Right, now Prime Rod is not active this shot, so let's take out this guy. Okay, well, yeah, no, we... Apparently, the ball is in our court. We just have access to all of the scaling we need. He's not scaling enough. We have enough healing. I did not expect this fight to be this much of a slam dunk, but that's precisely what it is. This is just a slam dunk of a fight. I am struggling to lose is what it looks like. Wait, he refills it again. Oh, I thought it was a once per battle trigger. But is it a once every 5 shots trigger? Once every 6 shots? I'm not sure. What I am sure of though is that he's going to die to Spinfection. That's hilarious. You know, sliding around, I'm going to kill him with Spinfection. That is actually just hilarious. I would not have expected that, that's for sure. Although he's actually probably going to die to Sappers, isn't he? If I can get another one, he will. Oh yeah, no, he's absolutely dying to Sappers. Wow. That fight is actually mildly challenging, and for this run, we just breezed through it completely. So much easier than the No, the Area 1 and Area 2 boss actually weren't that bad. It was mostly the elites, and oh my god, some of the fights in Area 2, I was struggling so much. Very painful, but yeah, no, this is nice. This is exactly why I wanted to do this run. Like, we just get to use all of these sliming orbs well. So, Alleviation, Here's the thing: if the Obliviation dealt damage, it would actually be like a pretty solid orb. I'd probably pick it up a lot more. But it basically doesn't do damage. And unlike the old Bast, which is also giving you the scaling that you sometimes need, which potentially can be further exacerbated by other scaling pieces, it's probably not actually contributing to your damage game plan at all. Like this run, it certainly was because of the instant good slime and the glorious suffering that we had. But most of the time, it's not going to be. So it's basically just a hit, which is a free hit. But free hits aren't the most valuable thing ever. They're just very useful. Like the other two free hits that I'm thinking of right now are Orbust and Restore. And both of them are giving you resources for later, which you may or may not need depending on your position. This one generally is not. It relies on other things to do so. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Alleviation, shall we say. And the Restore actually also has. It's a bit tough to call it good damage, but compared to the other two, yeah, no, it's actually good damage. Generator. I Okay, so for the entire course of the run, I kind of like wasn't really that interested in what the generator was achieving. For the first shot I had in this last boss fight, it was actually pretty solid. I was noticing it. Like it got a good amount of damage, a good amount of upgrading going on, a good amount of proccing. I think it got like I'm not gonna guess actually. I don't recall, but I was impressed with how much damage it got. I It did better than I expected. That's for sure. Chemical Hazard, yeah. I should probably pick up Chemical Hazard more. It's really not that bad, especially when you've got an upgrading run like this. It can do a lot. And in particular, well, okay, here's the problem with Chemical Hazard. This is a decent orb. This is a fine orb. This is a pretty bad orb, which can be a problem depending on when you pick it up. But it also just can help out a lot with the Area 2 fights, that's for sure. Like, there were definitely some Area 2 fights where I just really wanted my Chemical Hazard early. And if I got it early, then usually I'd get a bad shot, which was unfortunate. But as long as you can get a good shot with Chemical Hazard early, the poison just tears through them. Two's Company, I forgot about this effect. That applies double damage slime to the first take hit. And it has its spots where actually I do like that at least one of them applies it on the first take hit, but it is pretty funny that I just totally forgot about that. Oh, you know what? Actually, I will do with the double damage with Two's Company run soon. That does sound like my god. It sounds like fun, but it also sounds like not fun. I don't know. We will see. You should be able to net damage. It is four times after all, but you only apply it once every five, so we will see how that run goes. And then, of course, we have Splat Orb, good old reliable. Splat Orb is basically just good at every level, especially with Spin Originality, just because it's got good damage and it's good at maintaining your shot, and it also just works great with so many things. So I'm not surprised that Splat Orb is just pretty damn solid this run. Yeah, we were doing an upgrading run very clearly because it's sliming, and we got a good slime first, and then refresh perspective, and then our first boss pass was glorious suffering. Like it does not get much better than that. The bag of orange pegs and all the refreshing stuff was also extremely nice. Not the best synergy between those two specifically, but just having a bag of orange pegs can be extremely nice. Just a multiplier whenever you need it is quite good. And yeah, these two passages definitely saved the run. Three even. I was hoping to get at least the rest later, but I shan't complain at all with the heavy hand. Heavy hand can do a lot.